is my comfort zone. Light the split in her, it's hitting me. Take a hit, let it chill. I arrive as me. Hello,
I was always really into drawing when I was a kid. I started taking classes with my sister in like elementary school. I was like really into like sketching, color pencils. I had a whole era like drawing like only Pixar characters. I was really good at rendering them like super like accurately. Really, really proud of that. Then after that, I was only into charcoal, only into pen and ink, only like black and white things, which is weird because now I'm like obsessed with color. But like I was very adverse to starting acrylic painting in high school. Honestly, I don't really know why, but I was always like fighting with my teacher. I was like, no, I just want to do more sketches. I want to do more charcoal. I want to stay in black and white because I feel like it's more classy or something. I don't know what I thought at the time. But then once I got into acrylic, I like skipped all like the basic training that they did at the art school. I like went straight into using weird colors. I never learned about skin tones. I never learned how to do like landscapes. It's usually what you start with. Sometimes I kind of regret it because I have so little technique. All of it is intuitive. Also, like my vision's pretty bad. I was born with cataracts, and so I think that also really screws up the way I paint. Though I think I'm starting to accept it because I don't think many people like literally see the way I do and the way I process visual shit in my everyday. But I do sometimes think about like, oh, like what if I like actually knew how to draw figures in like a classical sense? I tried to take a figure painting class last semester and I was so bad. And I'm just like, you know, it's fine. I'm just gonna stick to the way that I do it. Yeah, I think before I used to do, like in high school, I did a lot of portraits of people in which I would be like, okay, this person gives me burgundy vibes. And then I would just paint them using like burgundy, and then like the highlight would be like a really warm yellow, and the like the darker colors would just be like a darker red. And it was always like staying within like one family. Like if it was warms, it was yellow to red. If it was cools, like I'm like, oh, my friend feels very teal. It'd be like some sort of like biohazard green to like dark blue. And it was just always like either all cool or warm. Now I'm trying to mix those together because it's more exciting. Breaking like the warm and cool tones, choosing how to balance those is something I'm trying to work on now. But I think I take a lot of pictures of my friends. And then also like the photo itself impacts how I see them. But also like my best friend, I painted in like super, super warm colors because she like brings me a lot of comfort. There's like one of her close friends was this guy, and I thought he was really weird, but I found a really nice picture of him. I'm like, you, my friend, give me very green vibes because I am scared of the color green. I don't understand it. Because green outside, like in nature, is like so comforting, but every imitation of something that is natural and comfortable just is like uncanny valley. It's like dolls. Well, I love surrealism. I like thinking about like what's in my subconscious. I feel like some people say this is like nightmarish or whatever, but I also find kind of comfort reveling in these acidic colors because they're so like different from what we see every single day. And like if it's like mysterious, kind of fun and like eerie, I don't know, those are the vibes that I'm feeling these days. I'm enjoying exploring this unreality. Yeah. Creating a color palette, I feel like I stick to the same really highly saturated, super dark, and then also super bright colors. Recently, I've been doing, like my last painting was like dark blues, greens, and then the super bright, like acidic color was just like straight lemon yellow. For this one, I have darker purples, teals for the dark stuff, and then the pop-up color I want to be like this like biohazard green. And I'm still playing with exactly what shade that is, which is why the back of this looks like weird and olive right now. But yeah, usually a super acidic color and then a super, super dark purplish, greenish color, yeah. I will really, really like a painting for a period of time, and then after that period ends, I just like can't stop cringing at it. So I think one that I'm not cringing at this moment, I think I really do like these two. I did these over the pandemic, and so they kind of when I did them, I was like, wow, I don't know how to paint anymore. All I do is like pretty shit. I really don't like painting things that are pretty. If I want to look up pretty things, I just go on Pinterest. But I don't know. I think the process of painting this one was really fun. I've never done anything that's like this, like everything I do was like smooth, you know what I mean? Except that one. This one's also a different technique, which is also why I liked it. I also thought this was really cringy. I'm like, wow, it's just like a tortured woman looking into the distance, looking grimy as shit. But I don't know, I also really like how blotchy she ended up looking. And I think these two different like textures that I ended up playing with, I think now they mean a lot more to me as I went exactly back to what I used to do. There's this Instagram artist that I like really love. I think their handle is Jane Floats, and they're inspired by this ghost named Jane that lives in their house. And they just draw all these wavy people. It's very it's even beyond surrealist. It's like fantastical, but like not like weird fantastical. It's just so good. She does a lot of like swirls. When she does her like process, she does process videos too. She lays down like 5 dots of like different colors and takes a huge like a wall brush and just like pulls it, and it makes this like beautiful like veiny like swirling effect. And I did that on a much smaller scale, but I love their work so much. A painting is done when I have no will to keep going, which means it might look like garbage, but I don't want to work on it anymore. I've never actually gone back and edited pieces, which I know is like what you're supposed to do for your portfolio. I feel like a lot of my pieces like are like a timestamp of the time that I made them. And I feel like going back and fixing it into some like perfect form outside of the time period that it was made just feels artificial. So like there are a lot of mistakes in both of these. This is definitely not done. The background is just doesn't exist. Yeah, but I don't think I would go back and fix them because they're like remnants of a time when I was stuck in my tiny, tiny room in the pandemic and I never left. I just, you know, breathe in all of these fumes that made these beautiful paintings.
So really, right now I've got a stun on everyone. Cause this is my comfort zone.